And Kim, both the Kims are now currently fighting it out on court 2. And one of those pairs, of course, will face the winner of this match.
On court 1, men's double, Sadhvik Sairak Rankireddy and Shetty from India. Versus Ming She Lu and Tang from Chinese Taipei.
So here they come. The
Umpire
massive underdogs,
Priyagon
Ming and Tang,
Gilovit, service judge Henrik Boas.
against the former world number ones. In fact, they're ranked 80th in the world, this pair from Chinese Taipei. And this their first big result from 2024, I can tell you. Though they will be playing through the qualifying stages of the Malaysian Masters next week. Made the quarterfinals of the Kaohsiung Masters last year. That was pretty much it. Well, third at the North International Challenge and the Denmark Masters. So at the International Challenge level, they have certainly succeeded, but Satwik and Chirag are a different kettle of fish. And as you can see, first meeting between both pairs. Not much is known about Ming and Tang. Let's have a look at this wonderful pairing of Rankireddy and Shetty that really have come to such fruition under the great tutelage of great doubles player Matthias Boer. They were world number one, and they have toyed with it for a while. That was in October 2023, and currently third in the world. Very powerful, of course, with the big height that they have. Satwik alone is 6 foot, and Shetty slightly taller, but that's enough. But the aggressive nature of their play, and Matthias Boer has been also just bringing them into the various rhythms and patterns of doubles badminton that will benefit them. So it's not just the hard skills of the power and the attack and the aggression, but it's also about something else as well. Now, Azrin and Kyong in 34 minutes, Ji and Zheng from China in 38 minutes, and Arif and Yap in 36 minutes, and that was straight games all the way, so yet to drop a game. And in the semi-finals, good chance of maybe making it to the final flawless. Lu Mingjae, 25 years old, and that would explain why we don't really have that much information on him. Currently ranked 80th, as I said. Born in Thailand, Chinese Taipei, as I said. Big achievers on the international challenge circuit and master circuit. But this is definitely their biggest result so far, especially in 2024. And yes, there have been a lot of pairs that didn't make the trip over to Thailand, and that might be why they've had an easier run, I guess, at most HSBC BWF World Tour events. But still, that doesn't take anything away from the fact that they have delivered, and they're in the semi-final, the last 4. And as I said earlier in the day, everybody loves an underdog. Gautama and Isfahani in 53 minutes, 3 games. Kim and Wang, 63 minutes, 3 games. Chung and Heikel, 66 minutes, 3 games. Wow, that's a lot of badminton they've played this week. You could look at it that way, or you could look at it the other way, if they came out on top all 3 times. Is this going to be a banana skin for Chirag and Rankireddy? Or can they get into their flow and their rhythm? There he is, Matthias Boer. Congratulations to him, of course, recently married. But really, he met up with Rankireddy and Shetty during the lockdown years, pandemic years, and it was almost an experiment that they just started off. But how quickly they gelled, got this cohesion, became world #1, and of course then started picking up all the titles as well. They have already picked up a title this year, the French Open. Priyakorn Kilovit is the umpire for this one. And that looks like Henrik Boas, and it is in the service judge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Sunny Salat Rankireddy and Chilak City, India. And on my left, Ming Sholu and Tang Kai-wei, Chinese Taipei. Chilak City to serve to Tang Kai-wei, love all, play.
Well, a lot of Taipei fans in the stands today, as Liu and Tang got a great welcome. That's something they're going to have to watch out for.
One love.
We just saw how badly it affected Pornpui Chochuang. Well, Rankireddy and Shetty are going to force you into lifting because they are that aggressive a pair. And there's some of those soft skills that they've been working on themselves. They are, of course, qualified for the Paris Olympics. Rankireddy and Shetty, as you'd expect, being world #3. Also the top pair in terms of their NOC, their nation.
3 love.
That's the other thing that they've also been working on, is serve variation and receiving serve variations, because they have been caught out recently by some of the big pairs in men's doubles in that aspect of the game.
The reserve 1-3.
Nice. Rankireddy.
The reserve 4-1.
See that height coming into play immediately. Doesn't even really have to jump, it's just a half step off the ground. You've got a good hook, smash or kill straight to the ground mid-court. It's a treat. Oh, just out.
The reserve 2-4.
Good.
3-4.
Blue down the middle.
The restorer 5-3.
Great play from the youngsters.
4-5.
Just putting on just the right amount of pressure. That's
The restorer 6-4.
a good idea.
7-4.
That's gone long as well.
8-4.
So leaky points.
Net 4, call, too high.
It's way too high for a
Service
serve.
over.
So
9,
indicators
5.
of nerves all over Nguyen Tang's play so far. Whether it's shooting wide or off the service action. Still looks like Chirag and Rankireddy just getting into their stride.
Service over. 6, 9.
Such big lads, Rankireddy and Shetty. They can cross that court
Okay.
1.5 strides.
Back. Play.
That was a bit of a nervy lead by Shetty.
10, 6. Service over. 7, 10. Service over. 11, 7, interval.
So, 11-7 at the break. Rankireddy and Shetty never really lost any control in that first phase of game one.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So back on court for the second part of game one.
11, 7. Play.
So far, no significant problems for the former world #1s. Mistakes creeping into Nguyen Tang's game now. They have to settle themselves down. It's the biggest stage for them so far in their careers, and if they're going to make it work, then you can't focus on that. You have to focus on that shuttle, what's in front of you, what you're about to do. To a lesser extent, that's exactly what Sudirman had to do.
Service over. 9.
Sudirman Ketong was
8,
on the
12.
biggest stage relatively for about 5 years. She stepped up to it.
Service 4, call, too high.
Well, the serves.
13, 8.
Serves are going out of control here on court one. 13-8. Let's see if they can keep this one down. that was a much better rally. That was a brilliant bit of defensive blocking by Rankireddy.
15-8.
By far the best rally we've seen so far. Loon Tang really getting stuck in. Just sent that too long. Rankireddy and Shetty return the favour.
9-15. Over 16-9.
And as I said, no significant problems. Shetty in the right place at the right time to finish that off. Slipped into the back. Rankireddy with a very controlled output. And now he goes big. That was a mistake.
So it's over 10-16.
Slight reprieve and lifeline for Loon Tang, but it's not happening often enough. And in all honesty, Rankireddy and Shetty are used to playing far more up-tempo, complicated patterns of play against some of these big men's doubles pairs. So they're almost being caught out by the fact that Loon Tang don't know how to do that yet. Playing at a much slower pace, which Rankireddy and Shetty are just simply not used to.
It's over 17-10.
They know if it was the likes of Aaron Sharp, So Yik, Liang and Wang, this would be fast, furious and frenetic action. Did you see the amount of time that Shetty had there to fire that off?
18-10.
Loon Tang just a little bit locked in their own heads at the moment.
So it's over 11-18.
Fake out by Shetty. Rankireddy with a great shot there. That's gone too long.
So it's over
Too many errors creeping in.
19-11.
Great pickup by Rankireddy. So,
20 game point.
9 game points. For 1 foot in the final.
Game. First game won by Rankireddy
So 21-11, Rankireddy and Shetty on the way.
21-11.
He's hitting hard, and then you try and go backwards, and you're going forward, and then we have this situation. This one just played there, and you just stay in. Huh? You understand which one I'm talking about there in the backhand? Yeah, because then we have this one you can do, and we can have that one. No matter what, he's staying in. And then you just come in at the net, poke.
Court 1, 20 seconds. Court 1, 20 seconds.
So back on courts, and what can
Second
Lou and Tang
game.
do to
Love
overturn this match?
Play.
You could say they've done well enough to make it to the semi-final this week, but if you ask any player that, they'll always look to what they didn't do as opposed to what they did do. What they didn't do, they made the semi-finals, is of course make the final. Good flat defense, a little bit more speed and tempo and aggression
One
from Lou and
love.
Tang. They may not won the point, but that's certainly what they have to be doing. Good effort to kick off the second game, though. That's big. Rankireddy, of course, as you well know, the man holding the record for the fastest individual smash. If I'm right, it was around about 425 kilometers an hour. Don't quote me on that. That was about a year ago. Some independent tests that did that, but safer just to say that he's got one of the biggest smashes in the game, and that was the first time that we've seen it unleashed in this match. Hasn't had any need to do it, really.
So it's over. 1, 2.
That's wonderful from Tang. That's more like it. Crowd appreciative of it. They've certainly started the second game with the attitude that they need.
3, 2.
And they've taken a very slender lead. Big hit from Shetty. Followed up by a nice,
So it's over.
deft little flick from
3
Rankireddy.
all. So it's over. 4, 3. So it's
Still
over.
the mistakes
4
hanging around them.
all.
Rankireddy and Shetty are going to lap those up every time they turn up.
So it's over.
Well, closer
5,
in the second
4.
game. And that's the second lead that Lou and Tang have picked up. every time they do go ahead, there's a mistake that levels it up for Rankireddy and Shetty.
6-5. City challenges for in.
So, challenge coming in. First of this match. That's it.
Challenge unsuccessful, one challenge remaining.
Unsuccessful challenge and tied up. This is the third time that they've been behind in this second game, just by 1 point, has to be said, but for these youngsters, Liu and Tang, that's going to be gold in terms of confidence, because they were pretty much run off court the first game. 80th ranked pair in the world, Liu and Tang. So far, done a pretty good job. That was a very ambitious defensive return behind the back from Rankireddy. They look great, they're just not that accurate. But this is great to see Liu and Tang really firing a bit harder now and just not being overawed by their opposition, which is the kind of feeling you got from the first game. Facing former world number ones, current number threes, you're thinking, well, this could be over, but now they've really stepped up. And this is not just the lead for them, it's the first 3-point lead. That's more like the Rankireddy and Shetty.
7-9.
Beat. Big from Rankireddy, the back, Shetty on hand. The follow-up.
Moment. What the clock is. Moment.
Very lightning quick mop-up.
Check the clock, check. Thank you.
Oh, I'll take that back because it actually was too quick and they came back on court to finish it off. 7-9, first time the pair of Rankireddy and Shetty have been behind by more than 1 point. Good pickup. Tang couldn't finish it off.
9.
That might be a very good plan for them. Just aim at the feet of these very, very tall Indian players. Get them to really work for it and get down low. Nice from Liu and Tang. Just soaked up all the attack.
Server 10-8.
So 10-8. maintaining their lead. They've been through the wars this week. 3 60-plus minute matches, all three went to 3 games. So they certainly have qualified in terms of effort for the last 4.
Service 4, go too high.
Service too
Service
high.
over. 9, 10.
Can they turn the fate of this match? Oh, that's more like it. Fast and furious. Chirag and Satwick having to move into an extra gear now to handle these youngsters.
10 all.
Ten all. So 11-10. Rankireddy and Shetty are ahead. Matthias Bauer is feeling like he has a lot to talk to them about.
From the next rally. Okay, good. Now the legs are moving.
1,
now you just
20
move the racket
seconds.
also. Okay?
Hot 1, 20 seconds. Push, return to your chair. Eleven, 10. Play. Wow, 10.
So now, there's a far greater intensity to this match. As Rankireddy and Shetty know, and I'm sure they were just advised by Matthias Bauer as well, that they need to step it up. It was just being played a little bit too smoothly for them, really, in the first game. They still managed to come out 21-11, yes, but they weren't pushed. And if I was their coach, I'd say, is this the match you're going to play at the Olympics? No. So go out there and play the match that you'd expect to play in Paris. So they've come out fighting now in the second half, 14-10. Immediate results. Big from Shetty. All Shetty in that point, and he didn't disappoint.
15-10.
Rankireddy, I think, with just one shot just to keep that rally going. It was Chirag moving forward from the back and scoring. 2024 so far. A lot of people have said, well, they haven't been as successful as they should be, considering where they are in terms of their performance. But winners at the French Open, second at the India Open and the Malaysia Open, well, I think that's a good enough result.
16-10.
More importantly, they've kept themselves in good shape, because it is a very important time of the year. Nice touch by Rankireddy. And again, straight into the pack. 17-10.
10.
Big from Lou.
Score 11-17.
It's their first point to break that run. Court getting a thorough wipe down.
Play.
So 11-17. That's what we're used to from Rankireddy and Shetty, and in all honesty, that was a big combination that got them some early success. They've added a lot of arrows to their quiver since then. But if they can get back to that Route 1 point winning, that's another serve that's gone wrong. I did say one of the key areas they're working on as a pair right now, Rankireddy and Shetty, is service variation.
Play.
They've been found wanting. Looks like they still have a little bit of work to do. Well, Shetty had a good look at that.
Score 19-12.
So this would be a fourth final for them in 2024. 2 points away. Defense by Tang. It's a soft error in the end. So 8 match points.
20 match point 12. Yep. Check the puck. Okay. Back. Thank you. Thank you. Play.
So here we go after a quick court wipe down. And that was always going to end one way once Shetty moved towards the net. So comprehensive stuff. Faced a little bit of oppression at the beginning of the second game, but they variated well and have come through. 21-11, 21-12 in 34 minutes.
Match won by Rankireddy and Shetty, 21-11, 21-12.
They did at least have to step into a second gear in that second game, but still, the inexperienced pair of Liu and Tang could really do nothing about that. And they can just congratulate themselves on a great run this week. And of course, they are qualified for the Malaysia Masters next week. And let's see how well they do in the main draw when the tour moves to KL. There's confirmation of it, 21-11, 21-12 in 34 minutes. And Rankireddy and Shetty through to their fourth final of 2024. Coming up next is the men's singles, and Long. Don't miss it.
Hello and a very good afternoon if you've just joined us here at the Nimibut Stadium. This is the HSBC BWF Thailand Open 2024. It's semi-final day here in Bangkok. We're into our fifth match of the day here at Court 1. And it's time for men's singles, the first such match of the day. Angus